Hello everyone, this is Afzalur Rahman. In our today's class, we are going to continue our previous topic of discussion that we have initiated in our last class. That is, the topic is methods of preparation of haloalkenes. So in our last class, we have discussed a few methods for the preparation of haloalkenes. Okay. So we have seen that these haloalkenes can be prepared in a number of ways. First of all, we have discussed from alkane. From this alkane, we can prepare these haloalkenes by following this substitution reaction. Okay. So when this alkane is treated with chlorine or when this alkane is treated with halogen in presence of UV light or in presence of photon, it gives corresponding haloalkane. Okay. After that, we have discussed about the preparation of haloalkanes from alkene or alkyne. Okay. So from this alkene, we can prepare this haloalkane by treating this alkene or alkyne with halogen acid. Now, if it is a symmetrical alkene, okay, then when this symmetrical alkene is treated with halogen acid, it will give haloalkane. And there is no choice in this reaction, there is no choice. Okay, but if it is an unsymmetrical alkene or alkyne, then the reaction will proceed via either Markovnikov's addition or anti-Markovnikov's addition. Okay, if in this reaction there is no peroxide, organic peroxide, then the reaction will follow Markovnikov's addition, and if there is organic peroxide, then it will follow anti-Markovnikov's addition. And we have seen that in Markovnikov's addition, this reaction proceeds by the formation of carbocation, and this anti-Markovnikov's addition proceeds by the formation of free radical. Okay, and after that we have seen that methods of preparation by treating this alkene with halogen. Okay, so when these alkenes are treated with halogen, that is chlorine or bromine in presence of carbon tetrachloride, it forms bisenyl dihalide. And this reaction is used for the test of unsaturation. And after that we have discussed allylic halogenation, means when this allyl group is treated with halogen at high temperature condition, allylic substitution takes place to give the product. And lastly, we have discussed about the methods of preparation of haloalkenes from alcohol. And from this alcohol, we can conveniently produce or conveniently synthesize these haloalkenes. Okay. So we have seen that when these alcohols are treated with halogen acid, suppose HCl, HBr, HI. Okay. So it will produce this corresponding haloalkane. In our last class, we have already discussed this reaction with the proper mechanism. Okay. Now, once again, I am writing this reaction. This is a reaction of alcohol. Okay. So here you see number 3, from alcohol. Okay. By the treatment of HCl, HBr, HI. Okay, now when these alcohols are treated with HCl, HBr or HI, it will form or it will produce corresponding haloalkane. Okay, so let us consider one reaction. Suppose CH3 bond CH2 bond OH. This is ethanol, and this ethanol on treatment with suppose HCl, it will produce CH3 bond CH2 bond Cl plus H2O. Here you see one molecule of H2 will be removed. Okay, and it will form corresponding haloalkane. Its name is chloroethane. Okay, so in our last class we have seen the mechanism of this reaction. Okay, no, so in our today's class we are not going to discuss about this mechanism. Okay, so one important thing is that this reaction, the reactivity of this halogen acid, there is HCl, HBr, HI. Okay, now so it varies. So the reactivity of halogen acid decreases in the order, okay, now in the order HI, then HBr, then HCl, then HF. Okay, now so here if this halogen acid is HI, it will react more faster. Okay, now the reactivity of this HI will be more. Okay, and it will decrease in this order: HI, then HBr, then HCl, then HF. Now question comes up why? Because here you see in case of HI, the bond length is more. Okay, now in case of HI, okay, now the bond length is more. Bond length more means the bond strength is less. Means this HI molecule will break more easily. Okay, now so the more easily it will break, the more easily it will react. So the reactivity decreases in the order. Okay. And the reactivity of alcohol The reactivity of alcohol decreases in the order 3 degree, then 2 degree, then 1 degree. Okay now. So the reactivity of 3 degree alcohol will be more. 3 degree alcohol will be more than 2 degree, then 1 degree. Now question comes that why the reactivity of this 3 degree alcohol is more. Now you see in this mechanism we have seen that after the removal of after the formation of this in the first step we have seen that this first step involves the formation of carbocation. Okay. Now if it is a 3 degree alcohol, it forms 3 degree carbocation. It forms 3 degree carbocation, and we know. And if it is 2 degree alcohol, it will form 2 degree carbocation. And if it is 1 degree alcohol, it will form 1 degree alcohol. And we know these 3 degree alcohols are more stable than 2 degree, and which is more stable than 1 degree. Now if it is a 3 degree alcohol, it will be stable one. It will be a stable carbocation, so it can conveniently react with this halogen acid. Okay, to form the product. So that's why the reactivity of this alcohols, it will decrease in the order 3 degree, then 2 degree, then 1 degree. Okay. Now you see, now we are going to prepare the various haloalkanes. There is fluoroalkanes, bromoalkanes, and iodoalkanes. Okay. So from this alcohol, we can prepare these various types of haloalkanes. Okay. So first of all, we will be discussing about the preparation of chloroalkane. Number A, preparation of chloroalkane. Okay. So these chloroalkanes can be prepared by treating this alcohol with HCl, directly with HCl. Okay. So here with HCl. Okay. So we can produce this alcohol. Suppose let us consider this reaction: CH3 bond CH2 bond OH plus HCl. Okay. And this reaction is performed in presence of ZnCl2, anhydrous ZnCl2. Anhydrous ZnCl2. This ZnCl2 is a Lewis acid. Okay. So it will form CH3 bond CH2 bond Cl plus H2O. It forms corresponding chloroalkane. Okay. So this is ethanol, and this is chloroethane. Okay. So this ethanol is a 1 degree alcohol. 1 degree alcohol. Okay. Now we are considering 2 degree alcohol. Suppose CH3 bond CH bond CH3 bond OH. So this is 2 degree alcohol. Now question comes, sir, why this is 2 degree alcohol? You see the OH group, the functional group which is attached to the carbon, this carbon is attached with 2 alkyl group. That's why this is 2 degree. Now if this carbon is attached with 3 alkyl groups, then it will be 3 degree. Okay. So from this 2 degree alcohol, now if we treat it with HCl in presence of anhydrous ZnCl2, it will produce CH3 bond CH bond Cl bond CH3 plus H2O. Here you see this OH molecule will be replaced. Here OH and this H2 will be removed, so Cl will be attached with CH group. So 2 degree alcohol. So here you see what is the purpose of this ZnCl2. What is the purpose of this Lewis acid? Here you see this Lewis acid, there is anhydrous ZnCl2. It facilitates the cleavage of this CO bond. The cleavage of this CO bond means it will help for the formation of carbocation. So it acts as catalyst. Okay. So this is 1 degree alcohol. This is 2 degree alcohol. What is the name? Its name is propan-2-ol. Propan-2-ol. Okay. What is the name? Its name is, it is one haloalkane. Its name is 2-chloropropane. Okay. Now if we consider 3 degree alcohol, suppose we have one 3 degree alcohol, CH3 bond C bond CH3 bond OH bond CH3. Okay. So this is one 3 degree alcohol. Plus HCl. Okay. Now here you see, for this 3 degree alcohol, it does not require this anhydrous ZnCl2. Okay, now at room temperature, even without the absence of, even in the absence of this ZnCl2, this 3 degree alcohol can react, because this 3 degree alcohol after reacting it will form 3 degree carbocation, which is quite stable, so it can conveniently form the product. Okay, so even in the absence of this ZnCl2 it can form this product. So what the product we are getting CH3 bond C bond CH3 bond CH3 bond Cl bond Cl. Okay now, so what will be the name? Its name is 2-chloro, this is 1 2 3, okay, 2-chloro 2-methyl propane. Okay, so you can write 2-chloro 2-methyl propane, or you can say tard butyl chloride. Okay, so these are the reactions from this alcohol, primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol, we can produce corresponding haloalkane. Okay, so all these are chloroalkanes, okay. Now not only with this HCl, we can prepare these chloroalkanes with some other reagents, means with this alcohol, when this alcohols are treated with phosphorus chlorides, there is phosphorus pentachloride, phosphorus trichloride, or if you treat this alcohols with thionyl chloride, you can produce this corresponding chloroalkane. Okay, so we are now going to discuss this. So next one, next reaction is here. You see this reaction, the first reaction was with HCl, now we will be discussing about with number B. Okay, number B, preparation of chloroalkanes with PCl5 or PCl3. Okay, means in the presence of phosphorus pentachloride or phosphorus trichloride, okay, we can prepare this chloroalkane. Suppose one alcohol CH3 bond CH2 bond OH. Okay, now if we treat this alcohol with PCl5, okay, what is the name of this PCl5? The name of this molecule is phosphorus pentachloride. Okay, so it will produce CH3 bond CH2 bond Cl plus POCl3 plus HCl. Okay, so it will produce chloroethane plus phosphorus oxychloride plus HCl. Okay, now how this product is formed? You see here this PCl5. What is the shape of this PCl5 molecule? The shape of this PCl5 molecule is trigonal bipyramidal. Okay, so how we can determine the shape? Okay, so you see I am drawing the structure of this PCl5. Here PCl5. So this is trigonal bipyramidal. Okay, so this is the shape of PCl5 molecule. Okay, now how, here you see how this reaction occurs. Here you see from this one HCl molecule will be removed, this HCl. Okay, and here we have POCl3. So here POCl3 will be removed. So what we are left with? We are left with CH3CH2Cl. So CH3CH2Cl plus POCl3 plus HCl. Okay, so this is the reaction. Now next reaction is with PCl3. You see here, suppose CH3 bond CH2 bond OH plus PCl3 phosphorus trichloride. This upon treatment with this alcohol will produce corresponding haloalkane or chloroalkane. Okay, so here you remember when this alcohol is treated with PCl3, the alcohol should be in maximum amount. Okay, so large amount of this alcohol is treated with PCl3, so it will produce corresponding chloroalkane. Okay, so here you see we will get 3 molecules of CH3 bond CH2 bond Cl plus H3PO3. Okay, what is the name of this H3PO3? The name of the H3PO3 is phosphorus acid. So here one question comes how this reaction occurs. Here you see, if you write this reaction here, okay, 3 molecules of CH3 CH2 OH, okay, and PCl3. 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 Here you see these three molecules of CH3, CH2 and 3Cl. Okay now, so this will be removed. Okay, so what we are left with? We are left with 3H means H3. Okay, so here we are getting three molecules of CH3, CH2 and 3Cl, means we can write it like that. Okay, so what we are left with? We are left with 3H means H3, 1P means here P, and O, three atoms of O, so H3PO3, H3PO3. So this is chloroethane plus phosphorus acid, chloroethane plus phosphorus acid. So first of all, by treating this alcohol with halogen acid, we can prepare this halogen acid. That is with HCl, we can produce this chloroalkane. Now next one, reacting with PCl5 and PCl3. Okay, we can produce this chloroalkane. Next one, next is with SOCl2. SOCl2 means thionyl chloride. SOCl2 means thionyl chloride. Okay, by treating this alcohol with thionyl chloride, we can produce this haloalkane. We will produce this chloroalkane. So here you see, with SOCl2, with SOCl2. SOCl2 means thionyl chloride. Okay, so we are preparing this all these chloroalkanes from alcohol. So let us consider one alcohol. Suppose CH3 bond CH2 bond OH, ethanol plus SOCl2. What is the structure of this SOCl2? We can write the structure like that: S double bond O bond Cl bond Cl. Okay, so it will produce CH3 bond CH2 bond Cl plus SO2 sulfur dioxide plus HCl plus HCl. Okay, now how this reaction occurs? Here you see one HCl molecule will be removed. Okay, here one SO2 molecule will be removed, sulfur dioxide, and what we are left with? We are left with CH3 CH2 Cl, CH3 CH2 Cl plus SO2 plus HCl plus HCl. Okay now, so this is one of the most convenient method for the preparation of chloroalkane. Okay, now we are going to discuss about the preparation of bromoalkane. Okay, now we are going to discuss about the preparation of bromoalkane. So here you see, this is number B. Suppose preparation of bromoalkane. Okay, na? So from this alcohol, by treating this alcohol with HBr, we can produce this bromoalkane. Okay, so let us write this reaction. Suppose CH3 bond CH2 bond CH2 OH bond OH. Okay, this is propanol. This is propanol or propanol. This propanol on treatment with HBr. Okay, in presence of concentrated H2SO4, under reflux condition. We will get corresponding bromoalkane. Okay now, so what happens here? You see here one OH and one H. So H2 molecule will be removed, and this Br will attach with this CH2 group. So we will get CH3 bond CH2 bond CH2 bond Br plus H2O plus H2O. Okay, so from this alcohol, by treating this alcohol with halogen acid, there is HBr. Okay, hydrogen bromide. We can prepare this bromoalkane. And now this is one method. By following another method, okay, we can prepare this bromoalkane also. Okay now. So another important reaction is that from silver salt of fatty acid, we can prepare this bromoalkane. Okay, so this is preparation of bromoalkane. Next one here, you can write preparation of bromoalkane. Okay now, from silver salt of fatty acid. Okay, so this is one reaction. By following another reaction, okay, an important reaction, another reaction, we can also produce this bromoalkane. Okay, so what from silver salt of fatty acid, and this reaction is called Hunsdiecker reaction. This reaction is called Hunsdiecker reaction. I am writing here HUNSDIECKER. This is one important name reaction. Okay, so from this, the reactant is silver salt of fatty acid. Silver salt of fatty acid. Now you consider one fatty acid. And these fatty acids are nothing but they are a combination of carboxylic acid. Okay, so here you see CH3 bond CH2 bond COOAG. Or if you write CH3 CH2 COOH, it will be carboxylic acid. Okay, and here we are replacing this hydrogen with Ag, so it becomes silver salt of carboxylic acid or silver salt of fatty acid. And this silver salt of fatty acid on treatment with bromine, in presence of carbon tetrachloride, this carbon tetrachloride is a solvent, organic solvent. Okay, under reflux condition, okay, it will give corresponding bromoalkane. Now question comes, what is reflux? Reflux means continuous boiling. Okay, so this is called reflux. So when these mixtures are treated in presence of carbon tetrachloride, they are reflux, it will produce corresponding bromoalkane. So what happens here? You see here, it will produce CH3 bond CH2 bond Br plus CO2 plus AgBr silver bromide. Okay, now how this reaction occurs? Here you see this Br2, we can write Br bond Br. So here you see this CO2 molecule will be replaced. And from this here one AgBr molecule will be replaced. So what we are left with? We are left with CH3 CH2 Br plus CO2 plus AgBr. So CH3 CH2 Br plus CO2 plus AgBr. Okay, so this is another method for the preparation of bromoalkane. So this method is not from alcohol. Okay, this is from carboxylic acid or fatty acid, silver salt of fatty acid. Okay, so this reaction is important, and this reaction is called Hans-Dicker reaction. This is one name reaction. This is important. Okay, Hans-Dicker reaction. So this is the preparation of bromoalkane. Now we are going to discuss, or we are going to prepare iodoalkane. So here you see preparation of iodoalkane. Number C. Preparation of iodoalkane. Similarly, by following the previous method, okay na? Similar methods we can prepare this iodoalkane, means this alcohol all treatment to the hydrogen iodide HI, we can produce this iodoalkane. Okay, so I am writing this reaction here. Here you see CH3 bond CH2 bond OH plus HI hydrogen iodide. Okay, this upon boiling or reflux, it will produce this corresponding iodoalkane. Okay, so here you see the H2 molecule will be removed, so we will get CH3 bond CH2 bond I plus H2. So what is the name? Its name is iodoethane. Okay, now, and this is ethanol. Okay, by following this method we can prepare iodoalkane. Okay, another important method is there. Okay, by iodide exchange method. We can also produce this iodoalkane. Okay, so we are discussing this one, and another one is by iodide exchange method. Okay, we can also prepare iodoalkane. Okay, so here you see in this reaction, when this chloro or bromoalkanes are treated with sodium iodide. Okay, so I am writing this reaction here. Then you see, suppose CH3 bond CH2 bond Cl. This is chloroethane. This upon treatment with sodium iodide. Okay, in presence of acetone or ETOH, ethanol. In presence of ethanol, it will produce iodoalkane. Okay, here in this reaction iodide exchange takes place. Here in this reaction iodide exchange or ion exchange takes place. Okay, so here you see in this reaction this NaI will be replaced. Okay, and we are left with CH3 CH2I. So we will get CH3 bond CH2 bond I plus NaCl, sodium chloride. Okay, here you see the exchange of this iodine takes place. Okay, now if you consider any other reaction, okay, suppose CH3 bond CH2 bond Br. Okay, bromopropane plus sodium iodide in presence of this acetone is a solvent and ethanol. Okay, now temperature condition, we will get CH3 bond CH2 bond I plus NaBr. Okay, simply this reaction is called iodide exchange reaction or iodide exchange method. Okay, and this reaction is called famous name reaction. This reaction is called Finkelstein reaction. Okay, so you can write here, this reaction is called Finkelstein reaction. Okay, now what is Finkelstein reaction? In this Finkelstein reaction, when any chloro or bromoalkanes are treated with sodium iodide in presence of acetone or ethanol condition, okay, it gives corresponding iodoalkane. Okay, and in this reaction iodide exchange takes place, and this reaction is called Finkelstein reaction. Next, last one, we are going to discuss about the preparation of fluoroalkane. Preparation of fluoroalkane. So, in this reaction, next one is number D, preparation of fluoroalkane. Okay, preparation of fluoroalkane. Now here you see, like other reaction, okay, now when you treat this alcohol with HCl, HBr, HI, you can produce this corresponding chlorobromo or iodoalkane. But here you see, in this reaction, this alcohols on treatment with HF, okay, it will not produce this fluoroalkane, because this reaction is a violent reaction. Okay, this produces large amount of energy. This is exothermic reaction. Okay, now so this reaction is not suitable one. This reaction is not a favorable reaction. Okay, that's why these fluoroalkanes are produced by following some other reaction. Okay, so in this method, okay, now preparation of these fluoroalkanes, these chloro or bromoalkanes, they are treated with some inorganic fluorides. So they produce corresponding fluoroalkane. Okay, so here in this reaction, suppose you consider one chloroalkane, suppose CH3 bond CH2 bond Cl. Okay, and this chloroalkanes are treated with some inorganic fluorides. Now what are the inorganic fluorides? We can treat this chloro or bromoalkanes with Hg2Cl2, Hg2F2, Hg2F2 or SbF2 or AgF silver fluoride, okay na, or AsF3 arsenic fluoride. Okay, so by treating this chloro or bromoalkanes with these inorganic fluorides, we can prepare this corresponding fluoroalkanes. Okay, and this reaction is called Schwarz reaction. Okay, so we can write the reaction here. Name of this reaction here, this is called Schwarz reaction. By following this Schwarz reaction, we can prepare this fluoroalkane. Okay, so in this reaction, this chloroalkane, when treated with, suppose any inorganic fluoride, suppose we are taking AgF, okay, silver fluoride, AgF, so it will produce corresponding fluoroalkane. So what will happen here? You see, this AgCl will be removed, okay, and what we are left with CH2CH2F. So it will have CH2F plus AgCl plus silver chloride. Okay, so this is fluoroethane. So its name is fluoroethane plus silver chloride. Okay. Now suppose another reaction. Suppose CH3 bond CH2 bond Br plus Hg2F2. Okay. This is another inorganic fluoride. So this upon treatment we will get corresponding fluoroalkane. Here you see we have two fluorine atoms, so this should be two molecules, okay na. So here what we are getting, you see, we will get two molecules of CH3, CH2 and F. So it will get we will get two molecules of CH3 bond CH2 bond F plus what we are left with, Hg2Br2 plus Hg2Br2. Okay, by taking any other inorganic fluorides, we can also prepare this fluoroalkanes. Okay, so this is the methods of preparation of fluoroalkane, and this reaction is called Schwarz reaction. This reaction is called Schwarz reaction. What is Schwarz reaction? In Schwarz reaction, when these chloro or bromoalkanes are treated with inorganic fluorides, it produces corresponding fluoroalkane, and this reaction is called Schwarz reaction. Okay, so far now we have discussed all the various methods of preparation of haloalkanes. Okay, so we are revisiting our this methods of preparation. First of all, we have prepared from alkane by treating this alkane with halogen in presence of photon. We have prepared haloalkane. Next, from alkene or alkyne, this alkene or alkyne on treatment with halogen acid, it will produce corresponding haloalkane. By if it is symmetrical alkene, it will give conveniently it will give haloalkane. But if it is an unsymmetrical alkane, it will follow either Markovnikov or anti-Markovnikov addition. And then after we have discussed about the methods of preparation from this. When these alkenes are treated with bromine in presence of carbon tetrachloride, it forms bisenyl dibromide. Okay, this reaction is used for the unsaturation of any alkene or alkyne. Okay, now. And after that we have discussed about the allylic halogenation. When this allyl group is treated with halogen in presence of high temperature condition, it gives allylic substitution product. And then lastly we have discussed about alcohol. Okay, now this alcohol on treatment with any halogen acid HCl, HBr or HI, it will produce corresponding chloro, bromo or iodoalkanes. Okay, we have discussed all this. We have seen the mechanism of this reaction. Okay, and after that we have discussed about the preparation of these chloroalkanes. These chloroalkanes can be prepared from this alcohol by treating this alcohol with HCl. Okay, it will produce corresponding chloroalkane, or by treating this alcohol with PCl5 or PCl3, or by treating this alcohol with SOCl with thionyl chloride, it produces corresponding chloroalkane. After that we have discussed about preparation of bromoalkane, means when this alcohol is treated with HBr under reflux condition, it produces bromoalkane. And then by Hans-Dicker reaction, by using this Hans-Dicker reaction, by treating this silver salt of fatty acid with bromine in presence of carbon tetrachloride under reflux condition, it produces corresponding bromoalkane, with one carbon less. Okay, so this reaction is called Hans-Dicker reaction. After that we have discussed about the preparation of iodoalkane. In this preparation of iodoalkane, when this alcohol is treated with hydrogen iodide under reflux condition, it will produce iodoalkane. Or we can prepare this iodoalkane by following Finkelstein reaction. In this reaction, when this chloro or bromoalkane is treated with sodium iodide under acetone and ethanol condition, it will produce corresponding iodoalkane. Here in this reaction, iodide exchange takes place. Okay, and this reaction is called Finkelstein reaction. And lastly, we have discussed about the methods of preparation of fluoroalkane. Okay, so this fluoroalkanes, this cannot be prepared from alcohol, directly from alcohol by treating with HF. Okay, na? Rather some other reactions are followed, some other methods are followed for the preparation of this fluoroalkanes. So in this preparation of this fluoroalkanes, we use Schwarz reaction. In this Schwarz reaction, when this chloro or bromoalkanes are treated with inorganic fluorides, it will produce corresponding fluoroalkanes. Okay, so this is all about the various methods of preparation of haloalkane. Okay, so with this topic, we are going to conclude our today's class. Okay, so we will be discussing our next class. We will be discussing our next topic. Okay, there is a chemical properties of haloalkanes and haloarenes. Okay, so we will meet in our next class. Thank you everyone.